So you're starting out with a CPAP machine. And yeah, it can feel like a huge mountain to climb, right? But it really doesn't have to be that way. That's what this is all about. We're going to break it all down and give you a simple, practical guide to making this whole thing work for you so you can finally get that amazing, life-changing sleep you deserve. And this is it, right? This is where it starts for pretty much everyone. You get all this new gear, and bam, you're fit with masks, machines, pressure settings. It's a whole new language. It is totally 100% normal to feel like it's just a lot to take in all at once. I want to be super clear about this. If you're feeling overwhelmed right now, you are not the exception, you are the rule. Seriously, just about everyone who starts CPAP feels this way. It's a big change for sure, but it's totally manageable, and you're definitely not going through it alone. And listen, there's a really good reason to stick with it through that initial weirdness. The stakes are, well, they're pretty high. This isn't just about stopping snoring, you know? Untreated sleep apnea can seriously mess with your heart health, your energy levels, even your relationships. Sticking with this isn't just about the machine. It's a huge investment in your whole life. All right, so let's get into the first big key to making this work. And honestly, it's all about your mindset. You gotta understand that this isn't a race. Success doesn't happen on night one. The mantra here is patience over perfection. So let's try to think about this initial period a little differently. This isn't some pass-fail test you have to ace right away. It's more like an adaptation phase. Your body is literally learning a new skill, how to breathe this new way while you're asleep. And your brain, it's finally getting a taste of that deep, uninterrupted sleep it's probably been missing for years. And hey, you don't have to jump into the deep end and wear it for 8 hours on the first night. No way. The secret is to just ease into it. Seriously, try wearing the mask for a bit while you're taking a nap. Or just put it on while you're chilling on the couch watching your favorite show before bed. All you're doing is getting your body used to the feeling, so it's not so strange later. Then you just slowly add more time. Easy does it. Okay, here's a huge pro tip for you. In the beginning, don't worry so much about how many hours you slept with it on. Instead, pay attention to how you feel during the day. Do you feel just a little bit less foggy? Maybe a little more focused at work? That little boost of energy? That is your first sign that this thing is working. That's the win you're looking for. Okay, so we've got the mindset down. Now let's talk about the physical side of things, because this is a biggie. This is where a lot of people hit a wall. And it all comes down to one thing, comfort. Your comfort is everything, and that conversation begins and ends with your mask. You know, there's no such thing as the one best mask for everyone. The only thing that matters is the best mask for you. For example, if you toss and turn a lot in your sleep, one of those smaller nasal or nasal pillow masks could be great. They feel way less restrictive. But on the other hand, if you're a mouth breather or you get congested a lot, a full face mask is probably going to be your best friend. It's all about matching the gear to your needs. And please, hear me on this. Do not just tolerate discomfort. If your mask is leaving marks or you hear it leaking air or it just feels off, don't just suffer through it. Those are not things you just have to live with. They are totally solvable problems. A tiny adjustment or maybe trying a different mask can literally change everything. And that goes for other common issues too, like waking up with a super dry mouth or a stuffy nose. So common. But guess what? There are easy fixes. Modern machines are amazing. They have things like heated humidifiers and even heated tubes that warm up the air and add moisture, so it's way more comfortable to breathe. Here's a really cool way to look at it. All those little issues, a leak here, some dryness there, they're not failures, not at all. Think of them as feedback. It's your body telling you what it needs. It's just data that you and your doctor can use to tweak things until it's perfect for you. All right, so once you're feeling comfortable, the next piece of the puzzle is building the right habits. This is what's going to make it work for you long term. And it all boils down to consistency, which means you need a solid routine. And this first routine, it's a big one. It's non-negotiable. I'm talking about cleaning. Think about it. This machine is sending air straight into your lungs, so keeping it clean is just crucial for your health. It's super simple though. A quick wipe of the mask every day with some soap and water, and then once a week, give the tube and the humidifier chamber a good wash. That's it. That's all it takes to keep things safe and working great. Now, here's something a lot of people don't know when they're starting out. These parts don't last forever. They actually wear out over time. The cushion on your mask will lose its seal, the tubing can get tiny little holes you can't even see, and the filters, well, they get gross.
Sticking to a replacement schedule isn't just a suggestion. It's how you make sure your machine is working just as well a year from now as it did on the very first night.
So let's zoom out and look at the bigger picture. Your CPAP machine, that's the foundation. It's the concrete slab you're building on. But you can make it even better by building on top of it with other good habits. Things like having a regular bedtime, keeping an eye on your weight, maybe creating a relaxing routine before bed. All these things work together to make the CPAP even more effective. Okay, so you've been patient, you've figured out your comfort, you've built a routine. So what's it all for? We've finally arrived at the best part, the payoff. Why go through all this trouble? Why is it all so worth it? Because we're not just talking about feeling a little less tired. Oh no, we're talking about real, proven, life-changing health benefits. Using your CPAP consistently actually lowers your blood pressure. It reduces your risk for heart attack and stroke. It literally protects your heart and your brain for the long haul. This isn't just a gadget, it's a powerful medical treatment that absolutely changes lives. And that's really what this is all about, isn't it? It's not just about treating something. It's about totally transforming how you feel every single day. It's about waking up and actually having energy. It's about being able to think clearly again. It's about having the spark to go out and really live your life to the fullest. So look, with these tools and a new way of thinking about it, this whole journey doesn't have to be overwhelming anymore. In fact, it can feel empowering. Every night you put on that mask, you're making a choice to invest in yourself. So the only question left is, are you ready to take that next step?